Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second episode of our new series, Create the Future of Entertainment. Today is a special episode because we are part of the Videoscape live event, and I would like to talk about today about super-curation of content, apps, and games. Before we dive into the topic, a very quick overview about what we are doing as a company and what we're focusing on. So we have been working on our vision to make entertainment more simple and personal for everyone over 10 years. And we have been doing this together with our amazing customers from the operator side and broadcaster side. And we achieved a lot together by launching superior experiences on set-top boxes like Android TV or Linux, smart TV devices, game consoles, phones, tablets, smart glasses, and any other device. But it was always around consuming video, TV, and entertainment. And what makes us unique is that we work very closely with our customers to look at their specific markets, what they already have, and then we go in co-creation mode, meaning we co-define, we co-design, and we often co-develop together with our customers to actually not only launch the product in an MVP scope, for example, but actually focus on getting the user feedback as soon as possible and then enable customer-centric innovation together. And I think that makes a big part of our success today and why we're here still in this very competitive and very highly dynamic market. It's very important to understand what we bring to the table when we have a new project or when we work towards a new experience. And I want to just quickly give you an overview about our ecosystem that we are bringing in when we work with our customers. And it actually has three pillars. One pillar is our framework where you are able to scale and basically launch on all of these devices I mentioned, including Android TV operator tier, smart TVs, and so on. But actually inside the framework, there are a lot of tools that allow you to get more access and control from an operator broadcaster perspective to manage the experiences or make it more simple and personal to their users. So that's all part of our framework. And then we actually, when we look at how we work, we have developed a work mode together with our customers using SAFE, where we bring customer centricity to life, meaning that we can really enable, based on feedback, very fast release cycles and bringing these new features and enhancements to the users by this approach. And the third pillar is we have worked over 10 years in this industry, and we know pretty much everybody who has a solution from a technology perspective or content perspective. And we have worked in many different setups, and we have partnered with many of them to actually together provide unique benefits about our joint solutions, but also to enable faster time to market and simply reduce costs when you are launching and maintaining your services. So that's about our entertainment ecosystem. And I would like to jump into the real topic of today. So we have shared in the first episode of our series, what's the future of entertainment from a user's perspective? And today we want to look into, from that vision, at what makes the entertainment simple. To basically start, the first one would be around to being able to centralize the access to all content, apps, and games. And the second one is how you bring linear TV and on-demand actually in one place. And the third is about how you're gonna actually make it possible for the user so they have a unified experience without having many different subscriptions to manage and to log in individually on all of these devices. So that's part of our vision and part of the topic today. Now we want to look at the problem. And usually in presentation, you put it at the beginning, I put it near here now because I wanted to first explain you the vision on the future of entertainment first. But if you look what's happening right now is that there is an increasing number of direct to consumer services. And actually what's happening, it's a content disaggregation from a user's perspective. Everybody talks about super aggregation and all of that. But actually for the user, the trend is disaggregation. So what it means, you have too many places to get the content. Not only find it, but also get access to in terms of subscription. And if we look now as a real life example, I mean, our headquarters in Germany, I'm personally living in Germany, and I like to watch sports. And if you look at how to get access to all the German Bundesliga content, you have actually already today 2 subscriptions. You need to have Sky and the Zone to watch all the games from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And if you have only one of them, you cannot access all of these games, not even later by highlights. So the complexity is already that you have to have 2 subscriptions to manage to see the content you're interested in. And now it gets even worse, because currently there is the live auction ongoing, and that will decide how the rights are going to be distributed in the next 5 years. And there's a possibility, of course, always that one buys all of them. But it looks more like, because there are 4 packages you can buy, that there will be 2, 3, or 4 subscriptions then in the end that you have to get before you get access to all German Bundesliga content. And that is the problem, and enables more and more this app-centric discovery that I think is not the future of entertainment. So what's the future? The future, as we believe, is an interest-centric discovery model where you, if you look at the screen, have content worlds around movies, series, or I would say super interest topic like Premier League or Bundesliga, maybe kids, e-gaming, travel. So it can be from genres or topics like COVID, where you just quickly go inside and you get all the relevant content from this topic or interest aggregated from all sources. And in the end, that's what we call super-curation. To basically take an interest that you know people are interested and go deeper inside, and then basically curate exactly that content that is relevant around that interest. So let's make an example using sports and Premier League. So let's imagine we click on the Premier League here in the experience, and then we enter a Premier League section that basically gives you access again to all of the clubs that are available to you. And this is usually a very big sports case for fans, because usually you have one favorite club. And if you go inside, of course, you get access to only the content of that club. But one level higher, as we are here now, we have already the chance for the user to have aggregated content, what's live today, from linear live TV, no matter where it comes from, if it's coming from DVB or OTT. But here are all the Premier League games that are on today. And then if you look at further down, we have all the highlights, basically, that you can access. And those highlights can be, again, from all of the sources, or from replay, from your recordings, from third parties. But you just find everything that is available around Premier League. To make it even more aggregated, you have to then also look, okay, what are the applications that offer Premier League content that you might not be able to seamlessly integrate inside? And then you make them available to the users as well. If you can seamlessly integrate third-party content, and I think the Zone right now announced that they offer now direct carrier billing to Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. Basically, operators can integrate the Zone in a very seamless way by also putting their recommendations inside your sports section, in this case, Premier League, for example. But also users can have a direct carrier billing experience and single sign-on. And actually that's what makes it in the end seamless to have a third-party integration. And one of the last examples here is also you can aggregate from the games and your partners that you're working with to aggregate all sports games or games around Premier League, to aggregate it around the interest of the user, which is much better than just having the big categories to browse: apps, games, live TV, or on demand. So the question is now, of course, how to get there. And we put this from an operator perspective here because we believe operators have solved this problem before. When in the past, more and more linear TV channels were arising, the operators were the one actually creating the right packages in terms of channel packages to actually make it easier for the user to buy a sports package and have access to all the sports linear channels and have all the sports. In the future, we believe the operator will be able to package not only linear TV channels, but also applications as part of a sports package. And this is how you simplify the access to the content from the user's perspective, to make that unified. And of course, since we are, let's say, a solution provider to this, you also need these two components when we talk about super-curation. If you look on the right, you definitely need a unified product, experience, and framework for your set-top box and all the other devices. And what is even more important, that you actually have real-time control over that experience and give this to the product people, to the content owners, to the editors, so they can come up constantly with new interest-oriented sections and worlds that are added to the experience and that users get access to. But you have to have, first of all, the right modular architecture inside the application, and then the real-time experience control and management. And if you have that, then of course, you can super aggregate the content, do all the partnerships and the integrations, but actually then really create that experience that the users need. So that is for today. And I would like to already say that in one of our next episodes, we're going to dive much deeper into the topic of super-curation and exactly look into how you would be able to configure this. Also, looking at then the topic around how to create even a personalized content world together with one of our partners. So I would like to say thank you again, and I wish you a great day. And yeah, let's stay in touch.